Yo, what's good, eruptioners? Green tYphlosion here, and today we are going to be discussing the strongest Pokemon of all time, Kyogre. Now let's get on with the video.
Oregon.
Kyogre is the water type in Generation 3 that was responsible for creating the sea in Hoenn. This Pokemon is a box legendary, so it has very good stats, being base 100 HP, 90 defense, which is not terrible, and a base 140 special defense. For offense, it has a base 150 special attack, so this Pokemon is a tank. The bulky stats in the great typing, which gives it 2 weaknesses, and that massive special attack make it great. But a lot of Pokemon have great typing and stats, so what made Kyogre special? The answer is the move pool. Like all water type Pokemon, you had Ice Beam, and you also had Thunderbolt. So basically with those 2 moves, you can hit Grass, other water types, and Dragons. This is pretty much all Pokemon that resisted Kyogre's stab. Kyogre's stab move perfectly fit it. It was Water Spout. This move had a base 150 power. How it worked was the more HP you have, the more damage it does, and it caps out at 150. Kyogre had a nice defense and a base 100 HP stat. Also, Kyogre's ability was Drizzle. This would summon rain for 5 turns or the whole battle prior to Generation 6. So, at full health, any given Pokemon that switches in would have to take a 150 base special attack, stab, rain boosted, 150 base powered water spout. Nothing, not even Pokemon that resisted water type attacks, wanted to take this move. If you still don't believe me, well, let's take a deeper look. We will be doing this using math. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I'm going to show you how much damage Kyogre really does. For all of these tests, it will have max special attack, a modest nature which boosts its special attack, maximum HP, in the rain, at full health, and it will be holding a choice specs which increases its special attack by 1.5. The first one is how much damage it does to a neutral Pokemon with the largest HP stat in the game. These are Blissey and Chansey. It 2-shots Blissey and it 2-shots Chansey if it is holding an Eviolite. While this may not sound impressive, you have to realize Blissey and Chansey have a HP stat of over 600 at level 100. Kyogre can bring them down in 2 hits. Now let's look at Regice, a neutral Pokemon that has a base 200 special defense. It gets 2-shot by Kyogre as well. Now let's look at some beefy Pokemon that resist Kyogre's stab. First we're going to start with Giratina, or a Pokemon that resists stab, has a base 150 HP and a base 120 special defense. We did the calcs with it all maxed out, and Giratina falls to Kyogre in 2 to 3 hits. So you still may not be convinced, but realize not every Pokemon Kyogre has to go up against has insane bulk or resistances that these 3 Pokemon have. If these 3 Pokemon hesitate to switch in on Kyogre, then imagine how much every trainer must take into consideration Kyogre's sheer damage output when switching in any other Pokemon. Now we're going to do one last test, but we're going to change it up a bit. We're going to use Groudon. It has Drought, which reduces Kyogre's water type output damage by 50%. So for this Groudon, I gave it Assault Vest, max HP, special defense, boosted to the maximum, and a special defense boosting nature. So pretty much in terms of bulk, a 100 HP Pokemon with a very good special defense stat is maxed out. And guess what? It gets 2-shotted by Kyogre. So in short, now that I've proven statistically how strong this Pokemon is, let's take a look at how it fared in battle. Real quick though, if you want a deeper explanation, go and watch False Swipe Gaming's video on how good was Kyogre actually. But here's a summary of how it did. In Gen 3, it was insanely good, but it was too slow or tied with a lot of Pokemon in Uber's tier. So in Generation 4, when the Choice Scarf was introduced, it was pretty much over. The Choice Scarf gave you a speed multiplier of 1.5, but you have to be locked into one move. Thing is, Kyogre had one move that wrecked everything, so from there, it never looked back. It did fall off when the Primals were introduced in Gen 6 though. Even then, Primal Kyogre, which I'm not going to even talk about in this video, beat every Pokemon one-on-one not named Xerneas or Primal Groudon. So to put it simply, Kyogre did not adapt to the competitive scene. The competitive scene adapted to it. Also in VGC, this thing was a whole other beast. Like before, check False Swipe Gaming's video if you want a greater analysis. But the takeaway here is Kyogre is not the best Pokemon of all time, but it is the strongest Pokemon of all time. Okay guys, that is the video. Thank you so much if you made this far. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to put more work into these videos. And besides that, all I really have to say is consider subscribing. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, like the video. Besides that, watch some more videos, but more importantly, have a good day.